Keep the faith today. No matter the storm, the wind, the fight that's going on all around you, stay steady with the Lord today. We're going to jump right into it. So glad you joined me. I'm Amy. This is Stick with the Plan. I'm talking about keep the faith today. I was so encouraged the other night. I was looking on Facebook and I saw a friend of mine named Liz who was preparing herself to have open heart surgery the next day. And she was writing, since she had received the Holy Spirit, she said, I've kept my joy and I have total peace about the surgery and my recovery. And I thought, what a great testimony. Here the situation is that would be like a storm and wind all around you and chaos and not knowing what the future would hold in the natural. But you've got a holding power. You've got that anchor to your faith on the inside that says, I'm not moved by what's going around me or what could happen, or I'm not letting the enemy use my mind as a playground, but I really want to trust the Lord. And her testimony just encouraged me so much. And I love that she said, I've kept the joy since I've received the Holy Spirit. He's there as a helper, and he brings with him tools. We're to have his joy, his peace, that we operate in the love of God, because the Holy Spirit's on the inside of us, giving us supernatural strength in that trying time, in that troubling time. You know, recently, just last week, we were at the beach with all of our family. We had a great time, little cousins, big cousins, all hanging out in one big house. But, you know, I always notice the palm trees there, and there's different types now that I notice since I've been down to Naples. There's a certain type of palm tree there. There's some in Hilton Head Island where we were. They're different. But one thing about a palm tree is that the winds blow. They can survive a hurricane, and they may bend in it. They may sway. You might see, you know, the effects of the storm. But when it's all over, they're standing strong. And I know that they have a great root system that allows them to do that, not to break when other trees just break and fall over. The Holy Spirit is that strength in our inner man. That storms all around us, chaos happens, might feel like you're in a tornado right now. Don't give up. Don't lose the faith. Stay steady. The winds are going to blow, but you have a supernatural power through the Holy Spirit. You may bend, but you will not break. He gives us the power to withstand what a normal man couldn't withstand. You can, because he's given you heavenly power, heavenly strength on the inside. So it lets you go past what just a normal person could endure. You're a superhuman because of the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead now dwells in you and me. And it makes us go through things without feeling the heat of it, without being damaged by it. We just keep on going through. We keep on trusting God. I can say this testimony about my grandma. Her name was Thelma Bailey. My husband Jay teases me and says, this is the person I'm most like. But she was so steady as a rock. This July, in heaven, she's celebrating 102 years. She was born in 1922. All of her children, all of her grandchildren in church and ministry, loving the Lord, worship ministers, pastors, evangelists. You know, she has all of this in her family, and she was so steady. I love that about her. She didn't have highs and lows days, no. And when she passed away, I got to read at her funeral. We went right to 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 7, where it says that you fought a good fight of faith. It was good because you win. That she had finished her race, and Paul ends it there by saying, and I kept the faith. That's our testimony today. No matter what we're going to go through, at the end of all of this, we're going to say, you know, trying times came, but I kept the faith. My grandma Bailey, she kept the faith. I think you and I today, we know our job. We are the believer. Our job is to believe God, not to figure it out, not to be stressed out about how everything's going to work out. No, we believe God. His job is to perform it. His job is to be faithful to His word. His job is to run after the word, to perform it. So know today, yeah, you might be in a fight, but it's a good fight because He promised you the victory. Thanks be to God who always causes us to triumph. You know, you might feel like, Amy, I've run this race. Well, run it, finish strong. And at the end, we'll all testify at the finish line, we kept the faith. And that's all. You'll stick with the plans He has for you. Thanks for joining me today. I love all that God is doing in your life. Keep those testimonies coming. And thank you for sharing this. New friends get to watch this because you are sharing this. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. If you're on Facebook, like this page. Man, we'll have a brand new video for you next week. And remember, every Tuesday, we are live. I'll see you then.